Okay, Fuji Kaze Hana. It was released 3 weeks ago. As you know, he's one of my favorite Japanese artists. But before that, again, whoever sent me this, thank you so much. It was sent through Amazon. There was no name. There was a note, but the name wasn't indicated. Sorry, I won't be able to thank you. But if you want to message me, then I'll be able to thank you directly. So thank you so much. All right, let's go to Hannah. He loves intros like this. I know that he's an actual pianist. That's like his instrument. So I guess that's why he has the predilection to always open his songs with a piano. But there's a certain feel to it. It doesn't feel like he's actually seriously playing. There's something so spontaneous in the sound. I guess it's because there's no the patterns aren't necessarily pretty. I mean, sorry, smooth. So it feels a little bit more spontaneous, but it gives you the kind of feel that he wants you to feel when you hear the song. Like it's nothing formal, like it's a casual talk rather than a serious conversation. That's one. Second is that because it's not what do you call this? He doesn't refine the vibrato. So that's why it sounds rough. As I said, it feels more like a spontaneous conversation rather than a serious conversation. Okay. He knows how to do visuals. He's very good at that. Just love the colors. One thing that makes his songs very Japanese is that it's always internal. Uh, Most of the things that he talks about would be his emotions, his himself trying to process the external things that are happening to him. He rarely talks about, blaming other people or criticizing things, whatever. It's almost always very, yeah, very much internal. That's his process. He thinks about things, and that's actually what makes it very powerful. He knows how to. There's a sense of responsibility. He takes responsibility for his own feelings, and he takes responsibility as to how he's going to his actions and his feelings will affect other people. Um, Yeah, I think that's just coming to me. I think that's why I really like him. I like his lyricism. He's very pensive. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think he is talking about how this is him having a conversation to himself in such a beautiful way to end the 2020 to end the year and to end 2023. It's him telling himself that um, there's something in me that I know would bloom. So there's a potential in him, and he knows that. It feels like I haven't heard the song yet, and I will not be able to fully like digest the lyrics until I read it. But it feels like I think it's him telling himself that I will make sense of this. Like, just you wait. I will make sense of whatever that is happening, and I will reach my potential, or maybe like I will reach a certain kind of destination. Um, Okay, let's see. So he's very much using the flower element. Let's see. But it's interesting that he's burying himself. Okay. I was just watching this guitarist that was explaining the difference between the chord progression of a how different the chord progression is of a J-pop song to a Western pop song. And he's saying that usually a Western pop song would have like four chord progression. Um, Anybody who knows how to play the guitar or any kind of instrument would understand what I'm saying. But I'll do a separate post on that. But because the Western sound has the tendency to be very simple, easy to follow, a four chord progression fits them perfectly because it's simple. You just have four chords to play with, as opposed to a Japanese song. Usually they go 8 or 16 chord progression. So there's like it feels there's a certain sense of complication in the sound, and a certain kind of eight chord progression, a certain kind of yeah, certain kind of it feels sounds a little busier. It sounds a little more complex, but it also feels like it's progressing a lot per verse because there's constant change. And some of the chords that they would use, they would actually just use for a split second, and then they'll transition into another chord, and this is what you will hear here. So listen how pay attention to the beat, and you will hear like there are certain elements in there that not element but there's certain notes in there that really transitions fast. And this is a classic Japanese sound. And this is one way for you to be able to identify, because I know a lot of Western musicians or critics or fans or whatever who will keep on saying that, oh, J-pop or K-pop for that matter, they're very much based on the Western sound. This is one way of actually proving that, yeah, a lot of the K-pop sound is based on Western music, but not everything. So if you know how to listen to the chord progression, this is one way of it. But Japanese music is very much um, detached from the Western music industry in that sense, because the chord progression is usually a little bit more complex. Okay. After this, yeah, pay attention to the beat. Yeah, it's a lot more deviation. And I love how he keeps on changing the melody so fast, which fits the color, the fullness of the color of the visual. So it's not just the your eyes that are busy, but your ears as well, because he keeps on changing the melody. Ah, I love that he's slowing down for the bridge, because in from the entire song from the very beginning until here, it feels like he keeps on progressing. There wasn't really a lot of pause. Like you're almost out of breath if you try to sing it, because he keeps on changing, he keeps on progressing so fast. So I love that in the bridge, he decided, okay, I'm going to slow down and now I'm able to just take in the visuals because it's really beautiful. Okay. I really love his dance breaks. Mm, I think he's sending himself off. Something like him wanting to or needing to sort of bury his past or his other self so that he can progress and find that thing inside of him that he has been searching for. I think that's the main message of the song. So, and that is supported by the visual because it feels like some sort of a like ceremony for him to send off somebody, like a burial or something. So, I think this is him saying that, okay, I need to let that go for me to find this new part of myself, this part of myself that I have been searching for. I hope I'm right. Okay. I'm wondering whether this is some sort of a it has if it has a connection to the Japanese any kind of Japanese tradition. If it is, and if you're Japanese, if you know, oh, I did not expect that ending. So I guess yeah, if it is, and if it this is connected to any kind of Japanese tradition or Japanese ceremony, let me know. I would be interested in that. But I do think that last part sort of confirms what I thought. I think this is him sending himself off. This is him saying to his old self, "I need to like forget about you for me to be able to find this part of me or this me that I have been trying to search for or trying to build for that matter." Loving the visual, I have always liked that in terms of the beat. He keeps it very, very simple but memorable. I think his primary strength as a songwriter has always been the uniqueness of the combination of the different elements and how he puts it together. But more than that, I think it's really like the messaging. It's what he talks about. It's how he lays it out. It's very it feels so easy to understand. His poetry is very conversational, very street. I think that's really what has attracted me to him as a performer. So I'm just really making sense of that. I did not think about that before. I just, liked him. So I kept on listening to him. So, okay. I hope you check him out. I hope that I get to watch him. I hope that at some point, he comes to the US. I think he's been here once, but I haven't really gotten a chance to watch him. But I hope I will get my chance in the future. All right. Thank you to everybody. If you ended up liking this video, if you have any requests, any topic, any song that you want me to react to, or any kind of video you want me to react to, let me know. Leave them in the comment section below. You can also get in touch with me in any of the social media links that you see on your screen right now. And if you like this video, please give it a like. Also subscribe and hit that notification button so that you know when there are new videos getting published. And of course, share the video if you can. Thank you so much.